It was the most anticipated part of President Barack Obama's historic visit, a message earmarked directly for the Cuban people.
I have come here to bury the last remnant of the Cold War in the Americas. Because in many ways, the United States and Cuba are like two brothers who've been estranged for many years, even as we share the same blood.
The U.S. leader's speech at Havana's majestic Grand Theater was broadcast live throughout Cuba. Doña Amparo watched intently as Obama said he believed in the right of citizens to free speech, to organize, to criticize their government, to protest peacefully without fear of arbitrary arrest, and to choose their government in free and democratic elections. All of this without U.S. interference.
I would love to embrace him, not just see him. There are so many things we need to change.
It takes time for those circumstances.
There were also words directed specifically at President Raul Castro.
No, I believe my visit here demonstrates you do not need to fear a threat from the United States. I am also confident that you need not fear the different voices of the Cuban people.
With that, Obama went directly to meet with Cuban dissidents, more than a dozen opponents of the communist government, who are divided on whether the U.S. president's visit helps or hinders their cause.
The
main thing is that in contrast to other European and Latin American dignitaries who've come to Cuba, he met with us, and it seems he had to insist on that. Today's meeting was non-negotiable.
Before leaving, Obama attended a symbolic baseball game between Cuba's national team and an American major league team. Critics of the U.S. president at home are certain to accuse him of not having been tough enough with his Cuban counterpart during his trip here. But if truth be told, the leaders of both countries are navigating in uncharted waters, both uncertain of how this new chapter in Cuban-American relations will ultimately play out. Both leaders will be out of office soon. While Cuba's president personally saw off his American guest, serious differences between both governments remain. But for many ordinary Cubans, that is no longer an impediment to friendship. Lucia Newman, Jazeera, Havana.